Welcome back to the QI Hub video series. And today we are celebrating you in our first year of QI Hub success. I am joined with Lori Lammert, who is our project manager of the Southeastern Ohio QI Hub. And we so appreciate sharing this time with you and celebrating you in this year in review of the successes of our first year of this QI Hub. So Lori, what would you like to share? What's the first thing we want to talk about today?
Well, we did so many great things this year.
Fantastic.
We created a toolkit.
A what?
A toolkit.
A toolkit?
We created a toolkit.
It does have a tractor on the front.
But what was great about the toolkit is that it was tailored to the region, so the providers know it is for them, hopefully, and it hopefully also addresses some of the regional realities that our providers face, which may not always be the case with materials that are created outside of the region.
Fantastic. I 100% agree with that. So is there anything you would like to share just about the QI team in general, from the team that works here at the university, that's something fantastic that you would like to talk about?
Sure. Well, I think we are actually really lucky to have two filmmakers on our team, Matt and Carrie Love. And Matt and Carrie have developed a wonderful portfolio of resources, including videos and handouts that focus on diabetes care. And again, it features providers and patients that are from the region. So it's all tailored to our local culture, which hopefully our providers find useful.
Awesome. So similar to the tractor on the front of the toolkit,
right.
Would you say? Yeah, similar.
Right.
I like it.
Right.
So I hear there is a rumor going around. There could be a website coming.
Yeah, we are actually launching a website this month.
Fantastic.
It is the SEO QI Hub.org.
Okay.
That's the URL.
Okay.
And what'll be great is that it's going to have a video library with all the resources I just mentioned, the videos of the continuous glucose monitoring and other tools that our team has created.
I love that. I love it.
Yeah.
So we are here today for a celebration of our clinical sites and their engagement and their great successes they have done this year. So Lori's going to share with us some of those successes. So what would you like to talk about first?
Sure. We definitely had some really nice success stories from our clinical sites who engaged with the project. I do the numbers, I write the reports, so I have some numbers here. We did a lot of quality improvement with our clinical partners.
Okay.
We actually did 26 planned use study act cycles.
That's fantastic.
And the focus of a lot of that testing was around increasing continuous glucose monitor prescriptions.
Nice.
But we had other projects as well.
Fantastic. So tell me more about the CGMs. Tell me more about the continuous glucose project.
Sure. Well, there were 4 primary care sites that engaged with that project.
Okay.
With an aim to increase just prescribing of CGMs in the region.
Okay.
And we did see a shift in this data.
So that's cool, right? Like a shift is a big deal. Okay.
Right, yeah.
Right.
So for patients with type 2 diabetes, the CGM prescribing went from 8% to 22%.
Wow, that's good.
Right?
That's amazing, yeah.
And then for those with A1C greater than 9, the increase was from 12% to 33%.
That's fantastic. You said 12 to 33% for patients with an A1C greater than 9. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's
wonderful. That's amazing. So what other projects shall we talk about? We have quite a few partners and some other amazing success stories.
Yeah, so another partner was Rising Suns Pharmacy. Do you know them at all?
Oh, I think I might have heard of them.
Maybe heard of them?
You know, yeah.
Okay.
Maybe through the grapevine.
I hear they do good things.
Yeah, me too.
Well, they really wanted to figure out a way to support their patients that were having trouble getting to the pharmacy.
Okay.
So they actually started very small, testing out what delivery might look like.
Cool.
And by the end of the year, they actually had developed a system where they're able to deliver medications to their patients 3 days a week.
That's fantastic.
So that's really helped address some transportation barriers.
Yeah, it's been huge. It's been huge. Awesome. All right. So what else? I think we have another story to tell.
Yeah, so I think another great success story was with our residency clinic here in Athens. They actually developed a system to make referrals to the diabetes navigator, who's based at the Diabetes Institute at Ohio University.
Fantastic.
And this year they actually made 63 referrals to the Diabetes Navigator.
63 referrals.
Right? And I
Yeah.
think sometimes with those numbers, it's hard to see what that really means.
Yeah.
But there were a lot of success stories for those individual patients in there.
Can you share one of those with us? I'd love to hear a story.
Absolutely.
Okay.
The story that I love is about a adult patient
All right.
who came in with an A1C over 10. And this patient connected with the Diabetes Navigator,
Okay.
who connected him to diabetes education and
Nice.
also helped him to get a continuous glucose monitor.
Okay.
And over 3 months of engaging in diabetes self-management education,
Yep.
he lost 21 pounds and his A1C dropped to 8.1.
Over 3 months, 21 pounds and A1C drop of 8. That's amazing. That's fantastic. That's successful. That's success. I also think there are a lot more stories like that we have many more of those to tell. Not the time to tell them all, but many more of those to tell. Awesome. So thank you for joining us this past year with this QI experience. You have been amazing to work with, and the success shows how much you care about your patients and the success of their goals in lowering their A1C in the Southeast Ohio region. So we thank you and look forward to our next year together in the QI. All right, Lori, here's to the next year.
To the next year.